Welcome back in to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by the law offices of Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. Personal injury law, family law, if you need criminal defense, if you're a UT athlete, we'll say, bankruptcy law, workers' comp cases. If you have a legal need, do what so many East Tennesseans have already done, and that is call the law offices of Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. They do a tremendous job for folks out there, and if you're a UT athlete, they'll be sure to charge you the hourly rate that everyone else would get. All right. It is funny, though. And you can tell also when these things come up, you can always notice who the most important players are by the lawyer they get. So just throwing that out there. I'm not going to name any names. All right. Folks, it may not be fair, but if you check Twitter and the message board and call-in shows, there's a chunk of fans who are not pulling for Tennessee right now. They don't want Cuonzo Martin and Tennessee to win. My question, based on who you talk to, your circles, what's the percentage of the fan base that has moved on?
I'm going to go with about 50. A little bit more, a little bit less. It's right around 50. And I think, and here's one of the reasons. People lay down their money to go over there and watch to be entertained. I mean, it's entertainment. I mean, it's the same thing if you were paying, and every week you went to a movie, and every week the movie was bad, or 5 weeks the movie was bad. Hey, that's a great movie. I know they've got good ones, and then they're back to being bad again. So I think it's pretty close, 50-50.
Okay.
In the circles I travel, it's more like 70-30 against Cuonzo.
Wow.
And
that includes
look,
the call-ins.
It does, but remember, most people that call are angry and they won't change.
Right.
So it's more like 70-30, ready to move on.
Guys, what do you think?
That surprised me, and if you factor in the just the given that it's the negative people that are more loud, you know, I would say I'd be surprised if it was 70-30.
Okay.
I was thinking that it's closer to 50-50 because I think you've got that about split between people that don't think Cuonzo Martin is the coach to take Tennessee where you need to go. And then you've got also within the segment that want to change a lot of people that want Bruce Pearl back.
And I think that's a bigger chunk, but yes.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's what the pot is you're dealing with, and you know, that group of people.
The attendance yesterday, 17,000? I mean,
That's
what was announced.
And it was
I think it was very
a
close.
good crowd.
It was a daytime
close to
start,
that.
and you had Dale Ellis thing, but still, that would tell you that's pretty good. I mean, there are a lot of schools
And
that
let me
can't
say
even fit
this,
17,000.
not only was there a good crowd there, if you were just there listening to that crowd and watching, you would have no idea that there's any dispute or any bad feelings about what's going on in Tennessee. It was a very responsive, positive crowd.
And that's, I think that's true. And I've noticed that in the crowds that are Tennessee fans behind the team, they're showing up. It's not like people are leaving seats empty.
Yeah. Or Xeroxing faces. Thankfully. All right.
That didn't get off the ground, did it?
Yeah. We'll fill you in. You missed that one last week. We'll see you next week on the Sports Source.
The views expressed in this forum do not necessarily reflect those of WATE 6 or of 6 Sports. This has been a paid program.